Hello everyone and welcome to Working on Clouds, where we look at your work life and we're trying to make it just as smooth and nice as if you are walking on clouds. Today we talk about how to have a good professional support system. It's very important. And for me, I think there are 5 people you should think about that would be really cool to include in your life. Let's start with number 1, which is the mentor. I have some amazing mentors in my life, really amazing people. And a mentor is usually somebody more experienced than you. It doesn't have to be older, but more experienced in a certain area. And you are less experienced, and you meet together, and then hopefully they can support you. So sometimes these mentorships are like over a restricted amount of time. So maybe you're going to engage in a mentoring program where they set you up and they match you with somebody, and then it's for certain weeks. Or sometimes you also find a mentor by accident. So just a colleague or somebody at your workplace, and it just develops from there. So these are the 2 avenues you could usually go. So if you want to find a more professional program, then just look in your area. Maybe there's some for women or for men, or for communication people, or for students. So just look in your area where you want to do some things, and then find a program there. Or just watch out at the organization and see if somebody is there. So sometimes you don't even have to say, wow, you are my mentor now, right? Or do you want to be my mentor? It's kind of like, do you want to be my boyfriend? Maybe, yes, no. People can make a cross. Sometimes it just happens, and it's very nice. So invest in these relationships, because the mentor also gets something back from the mentee if it works in a really good way. And also think about becoming a mentor yourself. So maybe there's some way you can volunteer your time to support other people. So one of my mentors I found actually via one of these professional networks when I was in my early 20s, and we have remained very close since then. And so whenever I'm in the same city as her, I'm meeting up with her, or sometimes I can give her a call, and it's just very, very nice. So mentors, super. Now, you should also have number 2, so of our 5 people, number 2, we have the champion. What is a champion? A champion is a winner, right? But they actually help you to win. So they champion you. So this is often, or most often, somebody in the same organization as you, who, points out what you're good at, or if there's a new opening or position, and somebody who says, hey, we have this person, and why don't we think about that? Now, a champion is very hard to find, because you can't really go to someone and say, do you want to be my champion? If you think it was weird to ask, do you want to be my mentor? Do you want to be my champion it's not so great of a question to ask, but just, network, be with other people, be positive, do a great job, and then hopefully there's somebody there who can champion you. And most importantly, as with the mentoring, try to be also the champion for other people. So maybe there are some people new to the organization that you can champion and that you can support, because you found something or saw something in them and you believe in them. So that's our second person, the champion. The third one is the coach. So coaching is interesting. So whereas a mentor is somebody more experienced as you, the coach doesn't have to share their own experiences. So a mentor would say, Julia, when I was starting out, or Julia, when I was doing a very tricky project, this is what I've been doing. And then I can sit there and think maybe that would work for me, or maybe not. But a coach, on the opposite side, they don't really share so much about what they've been through, but they ask you hopefully thought-provoking questions. So they could ask me, Julia, when was the last time when you really enjoyed your job? What did you do then? How can you do more of that? So they ask you questions, they use coaching techniques to help you arrive at your own answer. So it's not about telling you what to do, it's about helping you to reflect and become self-aware and to find out what's best for you. So I found this interesting. Coaching now, more and more managers are also doing coaching roles. So meaning they try to have a coaching approach instead of micromanaging people. I've done another video on that. So if you're interested, just check that out. It's on leadership and how to be more a coach than a micromanager. So these are 3 people already. Now, we really do need in our life a critical friend. A critical friend actually can also be somebody totally away from your organization or even in a completely different area. So I have a super critical friend. Well, she's actually also my friend, but she can be my critical friend. She works in a different area than me. But if I have a job-related issue, or I think about, maybe a colleague or so, I'm thinking, oh, this is a bit tricky, I actually call her up because she's critical in the sense of, I know she will tell me if I'm wrong. Because sometimes we're wrong, right? And a friend, I find, often they're on your side and they say, oh no, the other person is wrong and you're right. But a critical friend can also in those moments say, maybe you're overdoing it. Or, yeah, I actually can see the point of your colleague. So it's good to have somebody who's really honest with you, but is a bit away from what you do. So not too close in the area so that they can actually be honest. And number 5, to make it round up, is the wisdom bringer. Ooh, I love my wisdom bringers. Well, actually, I love all of these people, right? But the wisdom bringer is very cool because it's often somebody, maybe they're already retired or they're more towards the end of their career. They're a bit more, how can I say this, relaxed, and they have a bit more like a sage on the stage. So they have more like a wise wisdom around them because they've been there and they can say to you, oh look, don't stress so much about this, don't sweat the small stuff. This is what it's really about at the end of the day. This is what is important. So I love those wisdom bringers, and I try to spend more time with them and listen to them and listen to their stories. And often they're also interested, hopefully, in your story because they want to know what else is happening and new developments. But it's so good because if somebody has been through it through a longer time perspective, they really do know what counts at the end of the day. So 5 people to search and to find and to hopefully also be those 5 people for somebody else. Your mentor, what was the second one? Oh my gosh, I have a very short memory. So again, the mentor, the champion, the coach, the critical friend, and then last but not least, the wisdom bringer. I hope you enjoyed today's video. So go and find and be your own professional support system. Thank you. See you next time.